So my cuisine is just a simple take on the Southern classic macaroni and cheese. We take a bunch of different flavors and just kind of combine it and just kind of see which direction we can take it.
It's extra creamy, it's gourmet, so it always looks really fresh coming out of the oven. And like Jay mentioned earlier, we do try to incorporate some flavors that are different, but it's what we try all the time when we cook it.
The idea came from when I was in college. I cooked for a bunch of my friends. I took my mom's recipe and made some mac and cheese for everybody at a party. It kind of just took off from there. Everybody loved the mac and cheese, so I kind of just took a bunch of different flavors, different cheeses, kind of to see where I could take it. After college, I started just an Instagram page where I was just cooking a bunch of different things, but selling my mac and cheese off of the Instagram page just to friends and anybody around that followed the page.
It was during COVID actually that we started to pick it up a lot more, just because people were at home, kind of tired of cooking themselves, and so we saw an opportunity and started posting consistently more mac and cheese, because Jay loves to cook, so he was posting a lot of different food before, but mac and cheese became the sole food that he started providing after that, and it definitely picked up during COVID.
From what I know right now, I know there's a bunch of hurdles as far as permits and licenses and things like that. Preferences over trailer or food truck have come about, but as of right now, I'm just kind of trying to save the money in order to get to that step, and then once I get there, then I'll start figuring out, okay, what other steps I need to take to get there. As of right now, the most consistent thing we've got going is pop-ups at breweries. So we'll just kind of set up shop in any brewery that doesn't really sell food, and cater to their guests. Mac Daddies, honestly, it just kind of came to me out of nowhere. So there's literally no story behind it. Mac and cheese was the base of what I wanted the restaurant or the food business to be. And I just searched Mac Daddies. It was the first thing that came to my mind, and I didn't see very many. Now that people are going back in the offices, I've catered from work parties or even work lunches. So yeah, it's kind of the second. How I started really was technically catering, home deliveries and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I think it's been really interesting because COVID happened during the year that we established the biggest time, right? So I think it actually was doing really well over winter. I don't know if it was because restaurants were still kind of closed, so people were looking for something different other than their home cooking. So I think this winter we'll definitely have a game plan for. But last winter we did pretty well.
Yeah, last winter was pretty well, and I think most of it was due to people being stuck in their homes, not restaurants being closed, so they didn't really have anywhere to go, didn't want to cook, so they would order, and me and Magda would literally drive around as far as Northwest Indiana, dropping off mac and cheeses to people. Yeah, literally it would be an all-day thing, but yeah, we would spend our weekends doing that. Since I'm starting out, I don't charge a base fee. And some catering companies or pop-ups charge a minimum when they show up, just in case they don't hit their sales goals for the day. And I don't, because I'm just starting out, and my goal is really just to get my food out there to the people. So they literally welcome me with open arms, and I've cold emailed a few times, and within 10 minutes I get a response yeah, here's some dates, come out please. So it's been actually really nice.
Yeah, and I think restaurants are just trying to get people back in, right? So I'm sure there's a ton of competition for them, and so if they have an additional thing happening at their location, we could be that additional thing, and we're both benefiting. Definitely learn from mistakes. I mean, from the beginning, we've changed the recipes around, kind of found better ways to make the noodles more, not as mushy, the cheese gooier, stuff like that. So we've definitely learned about the cooking process a lot. I think in terms of the way that we're growing, I think it's just learning as much as we can right now. Talking to different people, trying things out. There isn't really a thing that we've ruled out too much, and we're just open to trying to see what works, just because we're so new to the field.
The best advice that I've probably received so far is to stay true to what I know and just keep on pushing, not to give up. I love cooking, period. Just love cooking. So I'd love to branch off from mac and cheese, but would love for this to be the base of it and help get me started to hopefully move on to a bunch of different ventures.